Now this one is for my ladies. Let's get into it. After I graduated with my master's, this woman that I used to work with, you know who you are, she pulled me aside. She said, Sam, you're a pretty girl. When you gonna settle down and get married? I laughed and I said, probably after I get my LCSW. She looked at me dead in my eye and said, shut the door. And so I did. She said, now look around, Sam. Look at the women my age. Look at the women who prioritize their career over family. And now they're lonely. All they have is their career, searching for meaning in vacations and brunches. And I saw it with my own eyes. It wasn't what I wanted for myself. She said what matters to her most now is her husband, her kids, and her grandbabies. That was her legacy. Y'all, and that changed everything for me. So I say all that to say this. Ladies, stop buying the lies of culture. Family is ministry. It's your first ministry. We weren't created to fight being helpmates. That's our divine purpose. We were created to walk in it with power. Don't lose yourself trying to chase a version of success that leaves you empty. God's way still works.
Truth bomb time. Most women won't admit this. Caught up preaching feminism like it's a religion. Independent queen, me first, kids later. Fast forward to 38. Resume stacked, Instagram popping, but empty life. No family, no fulfillment, just hollow likes and bitter regrets.
The feminist movement was fighting for equal opportunity for women in education and the workforce. The sexual revolution was fighting for all sorts of sexual freedoms. Cosmo, we pretended that this sexual revolution was a freedom for women. It actually was not. It was actually kind of a slavery. But we pretended it was freedom for women. And over time, as the sexual revolution and the women's movement got identified closer and closer together, a lot of women began to buy into that illusion.
It's insane how women were sold work for equality, only to get taxed twice. Men get called misogynists for speaking facts. Society's been lying for decades, and now women are trapped in a fantasy they refuse to see. It's a sick, twisted setup, and nobody talks about the fallout.
Stifler, ask everyone to rate their looks on a scale of 1 to 10.
10.
10.
10.
10.
Like a 6.
I was going to say like a 7, maybe 8.
I give myself like
love a humble
6, 6.9 on a good day. Okay, so but 10? 10? Really? It's a bit of hubris, a little bit, don't you think? I mean, 10.
It's confident, not confident.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, if you view yourself as a 10, then surely you must deserve a 10. So if you have a bunch of women who think they're 10, one of the problems in the dating marketplace is people don't have a reasonable self-assessment of their own attractiveness, and thus their standards are, they're not going to be able to secure the type of partner that they're going after if they think they're a 10. No offense, guys.
Okay,
I'm
partner.
I disagree.
I'm getting death stares.
There's a fine line between confidence and full-blown delusion. And today, every woman thinks she's flawless. Total fantasy. Modern feminism killed accountability, leaving nothing but endless self-delusion. These same women will scream the loudest at 50, shocked that reality doesn't match their Instagram life.
Women's rights. But we can't define what a woman is. But also men can be women. And no uterus, no opinion. But also men can get pregnant. Men are oppressing us. But also, it's okay if biological men take over our spaces and our sports. Women are so over-sexualized in this culture, but it's empowering if women are the ones sexualizing themselves. Are you guys quite done yet? Like, are you okay?
That just about sums it up.
This is my friend Brianna Robinson. You should absolutely go follow her. She's fabulous. It's incredibly hypocritical, as everything is. Modern day feminism is not consistent in the slightest. Somebody commented and said, high empathy and low IQ generally correlate with feelings over facts. I mean, that's the basis of modern day feminism.
She spoke for all of us, men or women, and that. Are you okay did everything, period.
With the fire that you started in me, but you never came back to ask it out.
Truth. They don't miss you while you're gone. They only feel it when you've moved on. By the time they hit 40, it's too late. They're alone, regretting every opportunity they blew.
Why is it that all you ladies who dislike arrogance and like humbleness want a life that is so extra and lavish? You want 6-figure man, you want a high value man and doing all this stuff. Why is it that everyone pretends like they hate arrogance, but then their standards are? Like, if we're being very honest, there's about, what, 10 of you here? Maybe 2 or 3 of you at best will get with a guy who makes 6 figures or more, because it's such a small percentage. By the numbers, it's probably impossible for all of you to get that. So there is a bit of like an arrogance to that, where it's like, if you love humbleness so much, why don't you live a humble life? What's wrong with getting with a regular dude who's got a 401k? He makes 40K a year. Maybe he's home at the end of the day. He takes care of the bills. You guys got a nice little house in the suburbs. Why is that not enough? I don't understand why there's all this talk about like, would I let my high value man cheat? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Most of y'all not gonna get one. And that's not me trying to be mean. It's like
The entitlement is ridiculous. Why do so many average women think a rich man owes them everything just for existing? Most offer nothing meaningful, no values, no character. Life isn't about handbags and dinners, it's about family and stability. Try telling that today's women, they just chase fame and luxury.
Why dating in the modern world sucks. There's a few reasons for this. Obviously, dating apps and social media, women have more choice than ever. And unfortunately for some men, what's happening in the dating app data shows this. You've basically got 80% of the women chasing after the top 10% of men. It's why women always complain, this guy cheated on me, he did this and that. It's because all of the women are chasing after that top 10% of men. But for me to dive deeper, the real issue with modern dating is women expect men to be traditional men. They want men to be strong and masculine and make money and competent and take you on a date and pay for the date and be chivalrous and act like a gentleman. Women want traditional men. However, if you look at the majority of women and these women that want those traits in men, they are not traditional anymore. So women want men to be traditional, while they are not traditional. Women are not as feminine as they used to be. Women are very, very masculine in the modern world.
If they end up with a provider, chances are they'll cheat with some Chad and then act like it's his fault. Women today dodge every bit of accountability, religious or secular, same story. Feminism handed them a free pass to betray with zero consequences, regardless of any promises they made.
We're talking about equality equaling respect. We can be equal and very, very different. You can be equal with completely different things. A woman can have equal respect to a man if she is very good at being a woman, and a man gets respect for being very good at being a man. When a woman decides she wants to act like a man, or a man wants to act like a woman, that's where all gets fucked up. Men and women are good at different things. There's nothing wrong with accepting that. There's nothing wrong with saying, I'm a woman, I'm good at X, he's a man, he's good at Y. Then we work together as a team.
We're talking about relationships. I don't actually need you. There's blue jobs and there's blue jobs. Why do you need a man in a relationship? And these are the stuff that I need in a man. But it's like, at the end of the day, it's not like I completely need you.
But the whole point is if the lights went out tomorrow, you would need a man.
In society, agree.
Why do we act like women are so useless? I can change a tire. I'm saying if the lights went out tomorrow, you would need someone to protect you. You would.
Of course.
Equality isn't about making everyone identical. It's about valuing what each gender brings naturally. Men thrive as men. Women thrive as women. That's the real balance. When feminism tries to erase these distinctions, it destroys the system. We're meant to complement, not compete. Different roles, equal value. That's the reality feminism refuses to accept.
Gloria Steinem said, if you don't go out to work, you betray the movement of feminism. You betray the women's rights movement. Babies will be fine. Don't worry about them. Put them into daycare. Give them to a babysitter. You need to go out to work. You need to be soldiers in this war that we're waging. And women just soaked it up. Meanwhile, Gloria Steinem never had children. So she could say that. That message was very destructive. So what we know is that attachment disorders are passed down generationally. So if you develop an attachment disorder because your mother isn't emotionally present for you, is disinterested, then that gets passed down to the next generation.
How can a woman rediscover her maternal instinct?
You have to start to uncover old losses. You have to look at your own childhood, because the basis on which we form our relationship with our children is
Truth. Attachment issues create endless drama and personality flaws, yet women often skate by. No responsibility, no consequences. It's always everyone else's fault but theirs. brutal reality, and no one wants to face it.
The Bible says that the wife should submit to the husband, but also that the husband should serve the wife. And people often miss that part out. It comes in tandem, that we are a unit that are supposed to support each other. So yes, I think feminism is actually the downfall of Western society, and because it's encouraged women to become men in order to be equal, and we're not about equal. Again, we're not a tolerant faith, we're also not an equal faith. We're complementary. Men and women are different. We're equal in dignity and worth, but that is it.
Men stick to their role, but women drift, hooked on social media clout and empty validation. Men stay grounded, yet she's the one losing herself. No wonder men aren't blamed. The real problem lies entirely with her. Thanks for watching Alpha Male. Show us your love and support by liking, commenting, and sharing it with your friends. If you can financially support this channel, consider becoming a member. I'll see you tomorrow.